They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Lumen Field. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. First and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Gino to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
It's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Smith. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Taken in by Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Gesicki, the man in motion. They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That is caught to the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
And that's good for the Seahawks. First and 10.
Gino now on 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. He's got his big tight end. Noah Fant. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike, we say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A first down throw for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Second down, Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. He is in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 13-yard line.
From the shotgun, Smith. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Seattle after this. On 1st down, here's Gino to throw. That's Lockett downfield. He's got it. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Gino. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibach.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, you're thinking the tight ends are on the field to block for the back or the quarterback, but not here. Nice setup here, playing to the tendencies of their offense, and they come away with a nice completion.
This one caught by Chase. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Burrow. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down and 3. Now, Burrow. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Now, Burrow. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be first and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Burrow to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Now from the 7, it's second and goal. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he will power his way into the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this one out. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's first and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On On first and 10, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw is Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And it's a gain of 19 to the 19-yard line. A carry here for Brown. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Gesicki, the man in motion. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Don't need much. It is third and inches. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Gino. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 28, Seahawks 14.
A second down throw for Smith. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. On first and 10, here's Smith. Oh, they've left the tight end wide open in the middle of the field. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Smith to throw on first and 10. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down is Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. This one complete to Bobo. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Smith to throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now 2nd and inches. Walker. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Here's Walker. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. They'll run with Walker. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick. Not much of a chance.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's got a man wide open. The tight end complete. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from the Steel City. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Fields. He keeps it himself. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes banned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Fields now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Warren. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Once again, it's Warren. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. A run up the middle with Warren. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one is complete. It's Pickens.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
2nd and 7. They put Wilson in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. A throw left side taken in by Wilson. And he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown Steelers.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Oh, and they're gonna get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 86 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down, Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They put Pickens in motion. Second down, it's Fields. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They put Pickens in motion. A first down throw for Fields. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Fields now on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. To throw is Fields. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They put Pickens in motion. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Bills have got it. Well, so much for a nice gain and a good running play. Unable to secure it, the ball comes out, and the defense comes off the field with a turnover.
Once the runner breaks through the line of scrimmage, Mike, it's very common to see them carrying the ball with one hand. But as they get further down the field and those defenders close in, you've got to protect it with 2 hands and make sure you secure the ball all the way to the ground.
Allen from his own end zone. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. He's inside the 40. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 99 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They put Pickens in motion. Fields now to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught! And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now Fields. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
Back to throw is Fields. He'll run again. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Allen. Quickly out to Coleman on the wide receiver screen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A design run here for Allen. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Allen.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to have the Bills' first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He tried to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's going to run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
They face 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, Warren. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a second down throw for Fields. That is caught downfield by Pickens. A gain of 21 on that pass play. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fields. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
He runs with it.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. Second down.
Here is 2nd and 7. Fields. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 11 yards for number 11 and a first down. They'll drop to throw. Out wide. Here's Jefferson. And he will score. Van Jefferson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers draw closer here. It's 21-14. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw. Now he'll run it. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Here's 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing is Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Brings up 2nd and goal to go.
Second and goal. Fields to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
Looking downfield for Coleman. And he
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minshew going to look to throw it right away. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. Now 2nd and 3. Off play action, it's Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Abdullah. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Here's Minshew. He'll buy some time right. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson from 19 yards away. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got a man. That's Marshall. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. Back to the ground now. Here's Abdullah. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Abdullah. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They go with Abdullah again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Tucker, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answer.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's Hurts to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They go play action here on 1st down. For Marshall, that's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit, and won his one-on-two matchup.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Looking to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gardner Minshew as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Still going. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner, and a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run. Abdullah. And he's over the line and in for a Raider. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. First down, here's the run with Cook. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Allen now looks to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now 2nd and 9. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Richardson working from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. First to the right side and intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From the gun, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Now Richardson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And Richardson back to throw it.
They'll roll him out right.
And he's got Pierce.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Richardson looking to throw.
On the move to his left.
Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Here's Richardson. From the gun, he'll throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Richardson.
And it's intercepted. And some room to work.
Off to the races.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Oh, nice move. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And Coleman is into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it first and 10. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First and 10, Taylor now. Fighting his way through contact. He's still on his feet. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Andy. 56 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
Cook up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Cook again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here. We begin quarter number 4. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Allen going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it for.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Richardson looking to throw this. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's a fumble. This is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
To the air, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
Allen's pass complete to number 41. It's a gain of 6. First down, Buffalo.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen.
Coleman now.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Oh, what a